Hey people, it's James again. I figured I'd give everyone a little update on how I'm doing. There's been quite a bit that's changed. I finally got in my new apartment, as you can see. Full handicap. A bathroom that's big enough to get in. I've got got a power chair now. I didn't get the hard floors. I got brand new carpet. Well, everything in the apartment's brand new. But I guess it don't matter now. I got a power chair, so I ain't got to try to struggle with my old busted chair back there, trying to roll it around on carpet. But anyways, I got a full handicapped accessible apartment. Still fighting with HUD a little bit, getting all the paperwork pushed through and all that. But that's America. You fight with the government, and you fight, and you fight, and you fight some more. Then you get tired of fighting, but then you have to fight some more. Until eventually, something gets done. But something else that's changed, I quit smoking. Not completely. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I switched to vaping. Well, sort of contradictory science on that. Some say it's better, some say it's worse. Oh, I know. It smells a hell of a lot better. I'm not coughing and choking all the time now. So, to me, that's a bonus. Plus, it's cheaper. Don't have to worry about burning holes in my brand new carpet. Don't have to worry about emptying ashtrays. Only thing I gotta do, plug it up to my computer and charge the battery. Whoop-de-doo. But the main purpose in this video was to just update everyone on what's been going on. A neurologist is still a freaking moron. They tried me on a new drug, Avonex, which has less than a 22% chance in reducing relapses, although the company says 37%. Science says there is no injectables above 22%. I'm going to believe the scientist. They don't have money. They don't have motive like pharmaceutical companies do to lie. Pharmaceuticals' motive? Making money. It's like a used car salesman. Oh yeah, this is a perfect car. Get 2 miles down the road, it breaks down. Pharmaceuticals are the used car salesman of pharmaceuticals. They'll tell you anything to sell their product. Sorry, my speech is a little bit iffy. I've been having quite a few problems with the dystonia. My legs now, completely useless. I can barely transfer to the chair to the bed. I haven't been able to roll over on my stomach. I think about 3 months is the last time I was able to. Sleep on my side. in more or less the same position I'm sitting in this chair. Let's see, back straight, legs bent at a 45. Well, I guess it would be bent at a 90. Another 90-degree turn at my knees. On my side. Always this side. That's the side that spasms worst. But I guess, like everything, you get used to it, and that's what works the best, so that's what I'm going to do. Life throws you rotten fruit, well, just make some wine. But anyway, now I'm going to have to start fighting with the neurologist, as I call him, Mr. Moron. I want to go on vitamin therapy. Vitamin D has a 41% reduction of relapses. That's better than 95% of the medicines on the market in the US for multiple sclerosis. I'm just saying 95% because the only one I know of is Tysabri. It has a 51% reduction in relapses, which my neurologist won't let me go back on. Oh, it's too dangerous. You might get PML and die. But you put me on the Tecfidera, which is basically made from the same chemical. You just have to take 10 times more of it because it goes through your digestive system and most of it gets filtered out by your kidneys. It has the same dangers of getting PML that the Tysabri has, with less safety nets. Tysabri, you had to be put in the TOUCH program. That's a special program set up to make sure that you get the test to check everything every month. Tecfidera, nothing. They don't give a shit one way or the other. But I'll be happy to go back on the vitamin D therapy if he says so or not. I'm sick of these American doctors playing the money game. They only want to prescribe what makes them the most money. I don't care about their money. I care about my health. And me listening to doctors taking their miracle drugs has only made me worse. I was walking before they put me on olanzapine. That's the generic name. The regular name is Zyprexa. Well, after a month of taking it, wheelchair bound. No control over my legs whatsoever. My arms, at times, I can't control them. My throat, my breathing, my eyes, every muscle in my body. The sphincter that controls my bladder releasing urine. Now I have to wear a catheter. Why? Because my sphincter stays so darn tight, it won't let the urine out. Well, you can't hold much when Went to the emergency room twice over it, and they said I had a bug. Okay. They really didn't even check into it. They did a simple blood test, a simple urine test. Oh, you have a infection. Yeah. What's new? I've had a recurring infection for over 15 years. And they put me on antibiotics. It goes away. A couple weeks later, it comes back. Treat the problem, not the symptom. America's good at treating symptoms, but they never get down to treating the problem. Or even finding out what's causing it, which is the problem. I ain't even got words for it. Ignorance. But anyways, I got my new apartment. Went out and bought a power chair, which I got lucky. I found the one at the resale store for $47. Even though the batteries cost me $200. But $247 is way better than a couple thousand. Which I'm still going to get the government one. Because this one's already 6 years old. And it already shows wear and tear. And I don't think it's going to last the rest of my life. So I put in for the new one. But the new governor of Virginia has done changed the insurance up so much. They won't pay for anything. This is the Medicaid. Medicare, they do their part. I haven't had a problem out of the federal part of it. It's just the state. See, I ain't even going to try not to cuss, but probably have already a couple times, but minor words. But I don't even like putting out the party. But it's these Republicans. I might as well say it because that's the only way to describe them. But now Anthem Health Keepers, they don't want to pay for nothing. So I have to get a physical therapist. I don't mind because I need physical therapy anyway. Because Anthem cut out my old physical therapist. They cut out my nurse. I can't get an aide. I've been fighting for years over an aide. The most I've gotten is a bunch of little teeny bopper girls that want to sit on the couch and play in their phones. Wee! Just play Angry Birds. Wee! Do your freaking job. It's what you're here for, not to play a bunch of games. And then when you get on them and make them work, they run back and, he makes me uncomfortable. Well, you probably heard that in the previous video, but heck with them. I don't care, I'll do what I can and the rest of it, heck with it. That's all I can do. And I ain't going through the headache anymore over it. I don't care. But I think the majority of my problems has been taken care of. I still got some fighting. Shut up, chair. Fighting over HUD and everything. It's going to be that. no matter what I do, it's going to be that. It's the state. And fighting with the doctors, it's going to be that too. I have to keep a doctor, or they'll say, oh, you're not trying anymore. We're going to pull your disability. Alright, so if I don't feed a doctor money, you gonna say, screw you, be homeless and die? Gotta do what I gotta do. It don't mean I gotta listen to him. I know more about health than he does. Oh, vitamin D is just for bones. I'm sorry, vitamin D causes your body to produce a regulatory T cell called interleukin 10, which helps regulate your immune system. Huh? I thought you had 10 years of college under your belt. You're a freaking idiot. So, I don't care what he says. As long as I can get a blood test every 3 months to check my vitamin D levels, I'll do it myself. Because that's what it's come down to. I did more for myself than any doctor has ever did for me. Having problems with pain and the spasticity. No, I can't get rid of it. But will a neurologist do anything? My mother says, well, that's not his job. It's a neurological problem. Yes, it is. He's a neurologist. Neurologist means he's a doctor of nerves. Stupid people. But anyway, it's going to be that type of fighting, and I'm probably already gabbed enough about that, and don't want to seem like I'm rambling, which I am, but I don't care. But anyway, about the main problem I have now, I know people are going to be foaming at the mouth, but I'm going to say it. These religious freaks that beat on my door constantly. All you gotta do is tell them to go away. Yeah. Then they come back. Then they come back again. And again. And again. Well, I ain't gonna say the actual group that's been coming, but I will say what they told me. They told me because I'm handicapped that I need church more than normal people. Now, I ain't for sure how much they've read the Bible. I'm an agnostic atheist, and I'm pretty sure I know more about their religion than they do. But they're talking about because I'm handicapped, I need more church. Well, let's see. 1 Peter 4:1. Since therefore Christ suffered in the flesh, arm yourselves with the same way of thinking. For whoever has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. They didn't like it too much when I brought that up. Oh, no, that's not right. So you're saying the Bible's not right, but you're claiming to be a Christian. I gotta take my hat off for this. And that got a double just because that was so stupid that one palm wouldn't cover it. But they got extremely mad. So it wasn't 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. They moseyed off. And then, on their way off, I noticed I'd already brought, oh well, not brought, but gathered a crowd, neighbors, watching me from their doors and windows. This is the part I thought was rather funny. But as they was walking, I happened to quote Matthew 6, verses 5 through 7, which I ain't gonna sit there and read the whole thing out. If you're really interested in it, I gave you the chapter and verse. Look it up. And I actually had neighbors cheering. Evidently they was tired of getting aggravated too, but is it bad to actually feel good for doing that? I don't think so. Nah. But anyway, that was my excitement for today. Which I know they'll be back. They'll just send a different group. They're after my 10% anyway. But if they wanted to help, ride to the grocery store, a ride to the doctor's office, help out with some of the chores that I cannot do. I don't need them to preach to me about the Bible. If they want to say a prayer, I won't say it, but I will bow my head and say it in silence to myself. They ask me why. Matthew 6, 5 through 7. Read it. I'm an agnostic atheist, but from what I get from that, it's private. Therefore, keep it to yourself. I can support that. Yeah. Don't go around spreading crap. Yeah, do not do like the hypocrites. Stand in the synagogues and on the street corners for everyone to hear. I ain't gonna get into it because I'll end up saying some of the wrong words and you didn't say it right. And I ain't gonna read it all because I don't feel like looking it up to make sure I get all the words right. I'm not worried about it. But anyways, I enjoyed that. It's sad to say, but yeah, I actually got some enjoyment. And I probably wouldn't have did it if they hadn't woke me up from a dead sleep. I'm not a very good person if you wake me up. But I do think I was rather nice, considering what I could have did. I could have come out, how to say it nicely, raising Cain, cussing, threatening, doing all that stuff. I was like, no, no, no. I'm going to take this knowledge right here, and I'm going to slap you across the face with it. Okay, here you go. Word slap. Alright, there you go. I beat you with your own Bible. But anyway, that was my excitement. I thought it was fun at the end. I was aggravated at the beginning, but it brings a smile to my face. But anyway, appreciate everybody that's watched and everything. Got my new place. Everything is looking better. I can get outside. I can ride around. I can get some natural vitamin D. I'm still taking my 5,000 international units a day. A little bit more than 5,000 because I take a and D vitamin. It's 5,000 A, 400 D along with it, so that'd be 5,400. Then I take a cod liver oil pill, which has about 400 more, so there's 5,800. So around 6,000 a day, which everybody's like, oh, you go build up toxicity. Why do you think I'm getting the vitamin test? I ain't gonna facepalm. I got a hat on, but you know, I had it checked. What but 62.5 nanograms per milliliter. I want to get it up right around 80. The vitamin D therapy is between 80 to 100. So I don't see 80 being a bad number. It's on the low side of the therapy side. Toxicity don't start till 250 to 350 nanograms per milliliter. So I'm really not worried about it. Sorry, had a little belch there. Apologize. But anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. I might make another one here soon, or it all depends on my mood. The Avonex had me to where I was about ready to kill myself. That's a bad side effect. I've had depression my whole life, which the doctor should have known. No, if they listed it, don't mean I'm going to get it. But me having it my whole life brings the probability rate up. So that means I'm more than likely, or it raises the probability of me having that side effect up. Stupid doctor. But I ain't gonna get into that because my day's going along too darn good. You might see me stop. That's because I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying to cut down on it some. It's sort of hard to do when you grow up in an area like I did. Giles County, where That's where I got my horrid accent. And every 3 words is a cuss word. I remember growing up, I dropped the F-bomb more than I did any other word. Used to be pretty fluid in the N-word. Moved out of Giles, I found out. Well, African American people aren't hardly any different, or are not any different than white people. Me and a colored lady, we became really good friends. It's one of the only people I sit outside and talk to constantly. Her 2 daughters. One was a lesbian. Still a nice girl. The other one, I have to say she's a hottie. I ain't gonna mention names, but yeah, she was a hottie. But anyways, they moved out. They got a new place and everything. So I don't get to see them much. My number of friends, very, very, very small. In real life, yeah. Online, people that I talk to regularly, that's not many. But 2 I talk to regularly, one of them, she's a hottie. But I'm sorry, I ain't giving no names. But that's not why I'm really friends with her. Yeah, she is hot. She's a total sweetheart. She's nice to me. I'm nice to her. We get along good. Now, I know nothing will ever be like, how do you say, that. But I can consider her a friend, even if I never made her anything. She don't complain when I complain, which that's a lot. You can tell by my videos. I complain constantly. And I don't complain when she complains. Sort of you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. That works. Even though it is sort of a cyber scratch. She's one of the... Well, I could say if it wasn't for her, I probably would have killed myself during the whole Evanex experience. She was actually there to distract me from all the bullcrap. There we go. I managed to skip a word. But anyway, 33 minutes. Oh, wow. I'm going to get off here. I'm rambling. I appreciate everything. Y'all have a good. Take her easy.